Our next topic in redox reactions is about why we care about redox reactions in the first place. The main reason we care about redox reactions is because they're responsible for producing most of the electricity that we use in our small devices. Redox reactions are fundamental to the operation of batteries. They're called galvanic cells, but they're also, in layman's terms, called batteries. Now, the key feature here is our oxidant and reductant are separated. What that means is our transfer of electrons that happens in our redox reaction, that has to travel through an external wire. And the flow of electrons is electricity. So the key thing here is, in making a battery, we need to have an oxidant and reductant which are separated, but connected by a wire and also connected by something else called a salt bridge or an electrolyte, which I'll talk about later on here. So as I mentioned, our oxidant and reductant are separated. What that means is we have two separate half parts of our reaction, two separate half equations. These half equations in a galvanic cell are called half cells. Each half cell will have a metal and a solution. The metal is known as an electrode. The diagram here shows you what one of those might look like. This is a copper half cell. You can see that we have a lump of copper, which is called our electrode, and that's sitting in a solution of copper sulfate. So we have our metal, which is a solid metal, and our metal ions in a solution. That is a half cell. So when one half cell is connected to another half cell, we end up having a chemical reaction happen, where in one half cell electrons are lost, and in another half cell electrons are gained. How do I know what reaction is going to happen in each of these half cells? Well, to do that, I follow the same steps as predicting reactions, and I look at the electrochemical series. We look for the strongest oxidant and the strongest reductant present in these half cells, and then I look at what might happen. So in this example, I'm connected a copper half cell to a zinc half cell. On my electrochemical series, I can see that the copper ion is my strongest oxidant, and down here, my zinc solid is my strongest reductant. What that means is these are my reactions occurring. Once we know the reactions which are occurring in our cell, I can then look at some of the terminology that we use in galvanic cells. Firstly, these electrodes are given names. The cathode is given to the name where reduction occurs. Now, in my cell here, I can see my copper is being reduced. What that means is that this half cell here is known as the cathode, or this electrode in particular is the cathode. That makes zinc the anode, and I'm going to finish this video next. This is a two-parter.